Hello gold farmers, welcome to another gold nut farming video. Today we'll be taking a look at the dungeon Razorfern Downs. This is another one of my favorite dungeons to run just because back when I first started getting into twinking, this was one of the dungeons I actually used to run, mostly for the chests, because they had a small chance of containing some of the weapons and all of that were they increased your attack power and all of that. I don't really farm this dungeon as much anymore, though it is a fairly quick dungeon to run. The first run that I did, I was able to get about 13k worth of item value. The first green that I actually was able to get was the symbolic greaves, which does sell for about 8k. Unfortunately on my server they only sell for about 800, so nothing too big on my end. My server is very hard for any kind of transmog just because it's a heavy transmog farming server. I play on Moonguard, so you got a bunch of people who just kind of go out and farm a bunch of the transmog and all of that, and they just undercut everybody so that they can get the sales. As far as all of that goes, you can actually get some Shadowsilk. It looks like I got 2 of them. I might have just picked one up. I wasn't really paying too much attention, but overall this is a really good dungeon to farm for some of the higher end transmog items. I was also able to pick up another item that sells for about 2k, which is the Brutish arm girds. I'm not sure why. I guess all of the transmog items are selling for about 10, I believe it'd be about 10% less than all of the other locations or transmog items and all of that for servers. Of course, though, it is part of the reason why I don't farm for transmog very much, is just because my server's just really bad about it, though. That doesn't mean I can't share with you guys some of the best transmog farming locations. This dungeon's really good for the Saltstone. Ever since 7.3.5, this dungeon became really big for Saltstone. I believe, if I am correct, it is better than the Saltstone Cave, at least from what I have heard. And something new I am going to try out for this video is I actually got the add-on All the Things, and it shows you a bunch of pretty cool stuff. It doesn't look like there's really anything big that drops in this dungeon. You got your Ebony Bone Club, which is selling for about 20k. You've got the Briar Treads, which are selling for about 16k. And that really looks like about all there is in this dungeon. If there is more, then please do let me know, and I could get on Wowhead and look up a bit more, but I am kind of hoping that I can see everything on this add-on so I can just kind of show you guys instead of just kind of saying what drops and you guys just kind of take my word for it. If you are a druid, this is a really easy dungeon to run. You can just kind of teleport out and then teleport back in. if you aren't a druid, then you can also just kind of finish this boss up here and then run back out. It doesn't take too much longer. I believe it took me 30 seconds to run all the way out, but that was on this character, so that's not really saying a whole lot. I do recommend this dungeon though. The faster you run it, which I don't really like running dungeons very fast, because if you get locked out, then that kind of defeats the purpose of continuously farming. So if you get locked out within, I believe it would actually take you about 40 minutes to complete this dungeon. You got 20 minutes left that you could be farming somewhere else and all of that, which there really isn't anywhere else you can farm that is close enough for you to really get your hours worth back in. So I don't really recommend trying to aim for that lockout unless if you are only planning on running it once. If you are new to my channel and you are wondering a little bit about why I am pausing the way I do and all of that, then I do have a video in the description below that kind of goes over a little bit about that. Other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.